We know that work is going to look very different.
Things that we would get juniors to be trained on and that would usually be a learning exercise for them now can be done so much more cheaply and effectively.
In countries where AI is more advanced, layoffs are speeding up.
There's a new colleague in your office. You haven't met them yet. They don't take coffee breaks. They don't chat about the footy on a Monday morning. They don't have a family. They don't have a mortgage. They don't even have a name. They just work. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They never get tired. They never make mistakes. They process information at the speed of light, and they are coming for your job. This isn't the plot of a new Hollywood blockbuster. This is the reality unfolding in offices, in call centres and in creative studios across Australia right now. A silent replacement is underway. A tsunami of artificial intelligence that experts are warning will wipe out millions of Australian jobs by 2030. That's not a typo. 2030, just 5 years away. We're talking about a quarter of our entire workforce. Receptionists, bookkeepers, administrative staff, even creative professionals and programmers. All on the chopping block. And the government? They're asleep at the wheel, leaving Australia in what experts are calling a dangerous place. This isn't about progress. This is about a planned obsolescence of the Australian worker. A future where millions are left behind, their skills worthless, their livelihoods gone, while a handful of tech billionaires and corporations reap the rewards. This is the story of the coming AI job apocalypse, and it's happening faster than anyone is prepared for. Before we dive into the terrifying numbers, a quick word. This is the conversation the politicians and the tech giants don't want you to have. They want you to be excited about the shiny new toys, not worried about how you're going to pay your mortgage in 5 years. They want you to believe this is all for the best, that it's progress. But we're here to tell you the truth. The raw, unfiltered, uncomfortable truth. And the only reason we can do that is because of our supporters on Patreon. They are the resistance. They are the ones who refuse to be silenced. They are the ones funding the fight to keep human beings at the center of our own story. If you've had a gutful of the corporate spin and the political lies, then join us. For a few bucks a month, you can help us expose the truth about the challenges facing our nation. The link is in the description. Be a legend, check it out. You'll get access to our uncensored content that we just can't show you here. Now, let's talk about the countdown to 2030. In September 2025, a bombshell report landed on the desks of policymakers across Australia. It was from Pearson, a global education company, and it was called Lost in Transition. It should have set off alarm bells in every corner of Parliament House. It didn't. The report predicted that by 2030, artificial intelligence will cause the loss of 1.5 million Australian jobs. Let that sink in. That's the entire population of Adelaide. Gone. Made redundant, replaced by an algorithm, and that's just one report. The global consulting giant McKinsey is even more pessimistic, predicting that between 79 and 98% of all jobs in Australia will be automated in some way by 2030. The economic cost, a $104 billion black hole in our economy every single year. That's more than the entire federal education budget. It's more than we spend on the NDIS. It's $100 billion in lost earnings, in families struggling to make ends meet, in communities hollowed out and left behind, and the timeline is terrifying. The CEO of AI company Anthropic, Dario Amodei, has warned that up to half of all entry-level white-collar jobs could disappear within just 5 years. This isn't a distant threat. This is a freight train hurtling towards us, and we are standing on the tracks. So who are these 1.5 million people? Who is on the AI hit list? The answer should terrify anyone who works in an office. The jobs most at risk are the ones that form the backbone of our economy. The everyday jobs that millions of Australians rely on. We're talking about office clerks, receptionists and bookkeepers, the people who keep our businesses running. Gone. We're talking about sales and marketing staff, the people who connect products with customers. Gone. We're talking about business analysts and even computer programmers. The very people who helped build this technology are now finding themselves on the chopping block. The irony is sickening. Programmers are literally writing the code that will make their own jobs obsolete. Essentially, if your job involves sitting at a desk and manipulating information, AI is coming for you, and it's coming fast. And who is least at risk? The people who work with their hands, tradies, cleaners, logistics workers, the people doing the manual labour that can't be easily replicated by a robot. We are creating a two-tiered society, a future where the only safe jobs are the ones that are dirty, dangerous or difficult. A future where a university degree might be a ticket to the unemployment line, while a trade certificate is a ticket to survival. And the most vulnerable? The reports are clear. It's workers with lower levels of education. It's women who are disproportionately represented in the administrative roles that are first in the firing line. It's the young who are finding the entry-level jobs they need to start their careers, are disappearing before they even graduate. The entry-level job market is already described as especially fragile.
Disposable, like we were nothing.
So with this tsunami heading our way, you'd think the government would be in crisis mode, right? You'd think they'd be building life rafts, preparing the nation for the biggest economic disruption since the Industrial Revolution. You'd be wrong. Australia is in what experts are calling a dangerous place. We are a laggard when it comes to regulating AI in the workplace. We are asleep at the wheel. While the European Union has passed its AI Act, which treats the workplace as a high-risk environment and mandates that workers must be consulted before AI is rolled out, Australia has done nothing. There are no protections for Australian workers, no requirement for a company to consult its staff before replacing them with an algorithm, no safety net, nothing. Just a vague promise that everything will be okay. As one expert put it, what we do now will really matter in terms of how AI impacts. We won't get that chance again. And right now, we are choosing to do nothing. We are choosing to let the tech giants and the big corporations write the rules. We are choosing to sacrifice Australian workers on the altar of productivity and profit. This isn't just a policy failure. This is a betrayal of the Australian promise of a fair go. A betrayal of the millions of hardworking people who are about to have their lives turned upside down, with no warning, no support, and no plan. The experts call it a skills chasm, a giant gaping hole between the skills employers need for this new AI-powered world and the skills the Australian workforce actually has. That chasm is already costing us $104 billion a year, and it's getting wider every day. The old model of education, a degree or a trade that sets you up for life, is dead. The future is one of continuous learning, of constantly retraining and upskilling just to stay relevant. But who is going to pay for that? The government? The companies firing you? Don't make me laugh. The burden will fall on you, the individual. You'll be expected to retrain on your own dime, on your own time, while you're trying to find a new job in a market that has no place for you. Some experts try to soften the blow. They say it won't be enormous net job losses. They talk about productivity gains and new opportunities. And sure, some new jobs will be created. But will a 55-year-old bookkeeper from the suburbs be able to retrain as an AI ethics consultant? It's a fantasy. The reality is that we are facing a period of massive, painful disruption. A transition that will see millions of people's lives and livelihoods destroyed. And we are walking into it blind, with no leadership, no plan, and no hope. This is not inevitable. This is a choice to prioritize corporate profits over human beings. A choice to let technology run rampant without considering the social consequences. A choice to abandon a generation of Australian workers. The countdown to 2030 has begun. The silent replacement is happening, and the government is leaving you to face it alone. We can't let them get away with it. We have to fight back. We have to demand a future where technology serves us, not the other way around. If you want to be part of that fight, if you want to help us keep exposing the truth and holding the powerful to account, then please join our Patreon. It's the only way we can continue this work. To see the latest Australian crisis, click this video here.